Hey, nah, this bitch hard, man.
Welcome back to the Moshcast. Your host, Almighty Sai. We're on a roll for the new year. I have got my schedule already set up for the end of the year. We might do like a New Year's little pod or something. I don't know. But my goal was when I started, I wasn't going to stop, and I haven't stopped yet. A couple times, last year I was skipping a few weeks. Then, But now I got my health in check, and I figured it out. We are on it. We got two special guests today. One of the guests I've looked up to. He's inspired me, respected. He's done pod. He's done crazy stuff in the music world. He's been a person I can talk to with my crazy stuff. Maybe he can give me some advice or whatever. We got Angel, and then his son, Junior.
Hey, what's up, man? I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that, man. It's crazy, to hear that, bro. I'm not used to you know what I'm saying, getting compliments like that, man. And I guess when you're kind of not used to receiving those, like when people say good stuff about you, you know what I mean, like. Kind of get this weird shutdown thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm the same way, bro. I'm the same way, but sometimes we gotta give each other our flowers,
Yeah, real talk, bro.
I mean, in this community, like the music community, the art community, and stuff, a lot of times, like especially because my girl, she's an artist here in Amarillo, and she does really good stuff and phenomenal work, but it's sometimes overlooked. We do as much as we can, and we perform, and we do all these shows on the weekends, and we schedule all this stuff, and we have our own lives, and people, people support and stuff, but they don't know how much it takes on your mental and your physical, and they're just asking, hey, you want to do this show? Hey, you want to do that? And obviously, yeah, we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
But it takes a toll, and people don't realize or understand. Like, when we do a show on Friday or Saturday, and it's like 11, 12 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And we're like, man, I'm fucking tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Yeah. Oh,
I've been doing, like, what was it, October and November. Man, I was just, like, booked every weekend, just doing show. And I appreciate it 100%. And thank you for the community that brings that. But at the same time, it's like nobody, like, hit me up and said, hey, no one can take the mic from you and say, I'm going to do what you do, know. And sometimes you want somebody to be that person, and be like, you know what, I need a day off, and it's hard.
It's something that I've experienced, being on this side of things is like the scripture says, many are called, but few are chosen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of folks that have been chosen to do this. And, those are some of the burdens that we carry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Those are some of the burdens that we carry with the talents that have been given to us, man. And you're right, man. Sometimes you want to put that on somebody else, like, hey, man, can you meet me here? Can you help me out here? You know what I'm saying? But, like, they weren't built for that certain thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was only your deal. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was only yours to carry. And, man, it can get frustrating. And sometimes, man, we got to chunk it up to that, bro. It's just like, we got to realize, like, okay, I was chosen for this purpose. Right. This is why I'm doing this. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. When you were talking, I was thinking, how long I've been doing this, like just in the, I guess you could say, in the entertainment business, or like, doing my own stuff in music and everything. And man, I started being on stage when I was 6 years old.
Really?
With, praise and worship, playing the drums and stuff.
I remember. Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah.
And I remember maybe I was like 11, I think, maybe 12. I was kind of like getting into my teen era, I think.
Yeah.
And I remember being in at church, and there was this guy that was like, what do you call them when they travel and preach? They
An
travel,
evangelist.
yeah, evangelist, and
Yeah.
he came to our church, and he was like, we were, I was doing my every Sunday thing playing, and
Right.
and he gets on stage after praise and worship, and he goes, "Hey, where's that drummer at?" And I was in the back. I was about to come back into the room, but I was in the back getting ready, washing my hands, getting the sweat
Yeah.
off my face.
Yeah.
And I hear everybody like, Braxton. I can hear him in the across the hall,
Yeah.
And I come in, and he goes, "There he is," and he points at me, and he goes, "Come up here." And he told me, like, he was like, "This is your calling. Like, this is what you're gonna do." Like, he's like, "I don't know what life is gonna bring you or whatever," but he goes, "God told me that, like, music's your thing. You're gonna be doing this."
Yeah.
And I kind of I literally was like, okay, and I stuck with it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I know that I'm good at it and everything,
Yes.
and it's just like, it's a weird world whenever you become aware of that
Yeah.
and understand that, like, not only you have this great ability to entertain and be a part of a community, but at the same time, like, the hardships of all of that, and like the brain power that takes. Where it's like, man, sometimes I ain't getting paid for this.
Yeah.
All these hours, all this
Yeah.
time, all this road.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing any, like, 4-story house,
Yeah.
7 cars,
Yeah.
the white picket fence and everything.
Yeah.
And for some reason, man, I'm addicted to it, and I
Yeah.
love it.
It's part of you. It becomes part of you, and that's what I was telling my son, because he's pursuing the same thing as well. I said a lot of times you won't get that blow up. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing music for, like, shoot, at this point, almost 20 years. You know what I mean? And you're right, like, man, it's like, okay, where's my Bentley at? You know what I'm saying? Where my house at? But one thing that I have noticed is that the people who do, come across that blow up stage or whatever, you know what I mean? They sell out. They
Right.
sell themselves
Right.
out, because, and you can tell, because their first album, their debut album, the first maybe 2 or 3, fire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Their personality is showing, their artistry is showing, they're giving it their all, they're hungry. And then next thing you know, they're just a mainstream plant.
Right.
They sound
right.
like everybody else. They're wearing what everybody else is doing. The TV shows in the media stations got them doing weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, man, it sucks to see. You
It
see,
really does. It really does.
You see a lot of people become famous and their artistry dies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Because
Yep.
they see what they see what they accomplished, and then they're like, "Oh, in my opinion, they see what they accomplished. They get what they
Yeah.
have asked for, and then they're like, well, I've done my dues.
So it's just like, it's whatever now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, it's
I
whatever now.
came here for what I wanted,
Yeah.
And, and that's the thing too, is like a lot of like, especially in the music community here.
Yeah.
It's hard to be a part of this community. Like, everybody wants to eat. And I 100% agree with that. I
Yeah.
want everybody that has been on the pod. I want everybody that I've known in the music world to eat.
Oh, yeah.
All the time.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
it comes to the point where sometimes, and I've talked about this, and I have a really hard time trying to decipher whether or not I should be pissed off about it. But
Yeah.
a lot of the times, I'll be looking at some of the people that I've known for years doing this pod and music,
Yeah.
and they're doing, like, some wacko shit, some cornball stuff.
Yeah.
And I see, like, their views, and I get kind of jealous, because I'm like, bro, like, I want that. I want that with what I have.
Yeah.
But what they are getting is not them. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The stuff that they're putting out and what they're showing is not. It has no value to
Right. It's
an
like
artist.
it's like and it's like we really know you when you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When you pull up in person, when the camera ain't around, when you ain't in the studio on the mic, it's like that's not really who you are.
Exactly.
You know, that's one thing that even as a ministry, bro, like we preach about identity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people will be who other people tell them to be
Right.
and
Right.
forget who they are, and then things like that happens. You know, and whenever they walk into a place or when they get around, you know, other people that are in the similar field of whatever they're doing,
Right.
they can't even be comfortable around them.
Oh yeah.
You know, and then there comes the haterism. You feel me? There comes the envy. You know what I mean? The ugly side of that. You know, and then you got local rap beef. I was like,
Oh, dude, I know.
you know what I'm saying? I was just like, bro, like we all out here striving for the same thing,
Yeah.
trying to put the city on the map. You know what I'm saying? Trying to feed our people. You know,
The local rap beef is crazy, bro. Because
yeah,
some of the stuff that they like be just mad about are so not even on my like radar.
yeah,
I'm like, dude, you just don't like him. Like, what
Yeah.
what is it? Like, you just don't like the beats that they use, or
yeah,
you don't like the way he raps? Like, what is that?
Yeah.
Like, what is that, bro? That's
Yeah.
some like that's cheesy.
yeah,
Like, I get it. I understand to an extent where it's like you got some beef with somebody that's done somebody wrong.
yeah. If it's some
Or,
personal
like,
stuff,
personal stuff,
yeah,
like,
we done
or-
seen that before. Yeah,
Yeah, or some moralistic like type of view. I get it,
Yeah.
100%.
yeah,
But I've been at shows where like I'm on stage with a homeboy that like I just met, or like you know they're fairly new to the game,
yeah,
and people in the on the ground are like, why is he here? And I'm like, why am I here?
yeah,
Like what? Like that's what we're doing. That's
Yeah.
what this whole thing. That's what the whole shenanigan is.
yeah,
Is like, I've had homeboys that like barely performed, and like this is my first show. And I'm like, I'm glad you're fucking here, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we're doing it because this might be your first, and it will not be your last. You
Yeah.
know? But like, there's some people out there that are like, man, like, I get it. You know, I don't vibe with his
Yeah.
style, or I don't, you know, whatever. But it's like 15 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
15, 20 minutes, and then you
yeah.
just kind
And
of
it's just like that don't mean you dislike that person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because they don't do it how you do.
gatekeeping,
You
bro.
know?
That's a hard thing over here in Emerald too.
Yeah.
is gatekeeping.
People just like to gatekeep things
Ooh,
to themselves.
it's
don't
so
like to
tough.
share it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it gets to the point too where I'm like looking at, I'm like, you're just performing to your family now. You're performing to the same
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
people every week. and
Oh
it's,
yeah.
it's tough because they think they're on the up. They think they're on this pedestal, this throne
Yeah.
or whatever. And you're like, man, I see you. I see
Yeah.
what's going on, man.
Yeah.
You ain't fooling nobody.
Yeah.
Because coming, like, there's a bunch of people that like to do that gatekeeping that I know, and it's like, just let it share it out. Let
Right.
everybody get a piece of what you got.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying. Well,
Yeah.
and like with you, like you're in this younger generation where you kind of see like the speed of like social media and like
Yeah.
the vastness and the fastness of like what the internet can do
Yeah.
and what like you're a part of. Like, man, my daughter is like 9 years old and like she knows more than I have ever
Yeah.
thought of knowing.
Yeah, 'cause all-
like
Hey,
so
for real.
fast. And
Yeah.
how like so maybe that's a question for you, like how in this world that is like for like always changing, like I feel like sometimes every week there's something new.
Yeah.
Like how do you stay on top of that?
Me, I will just sometimes online it will show you. You can look. Me personally, I'm not really the online type of person for my age, because I do see a bunch of people in the youth that do be on the online, always on their phone, social media, just constantly going through it. Me personally, though, I think that like just going on there sometimes, yeah, it does reveal like things going on in the world, like things like Charlie Kirk, all that extra stuff. But it's also some things that we shouldn't even be seeing, and
Right,
people
right.
just get so stuck into the phones nowadays that it's like, why don't you go spend some time with the family more or something
Yeah.
like that? Yeah.
Like maybe like helping the community out. I
Yeah,
mean, like we're
yeah.
sitting here chatting it up
Yeah.
in a place at our studio, in a place that is a community based place.
Yeah.
You know, and I just don't understand sometimes when people have something to say about something when they're not even as well doing anything for it.
And that's something, bro, that even when I was like in middle school and high school, that I would tell people, bro. I'm just like, man, because I've always been ambitious. You know what I'm saying? back in those days, though, you know what I'm saying? I was gang banging and stuff, so I was ambitious about some crazy stuff, right? And so, yeah, you know what I mean? I made a lot of enemies and whatnot. But what what I would tell people is just like, look, man, if you spent that time that you focusing on worrying about what I'm doing and applied that time to maybe, getting into something productive and, making something positive or even contributing,
Right.
you might see some results. You feel me? Like you might see some
yeah.
results, So a lot of folks, man, and I see that especially in the social media age, man, it's just like they get online just to be bitter,
Right.
just to be
Right.
hateful. And it wasn't like that back in the day. Because if you had something to say, you know, sometimes most of the time we're gonna exchange blows about it, especially
Right.
if it's something
Yeah,
harsh.
we're gonna get our licks in.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's like people don't get hit in the mouth enough anymore.
you're
You know
right,
what I'm saying? I hate to put it that way, man, but yeah,
Yeah.
man, it's just like a butt whooping would humble you from time to time. You know what I mean? I've had my share.
And it's crazy too because I've had this year crazy enough, but I've had confrontations with people that they know that I have a problem with, you know, just because of personal reasons and other things that I know or whatever.
Yeah,
And there was a show that I had a few months ago, and it was a really big issue with me because I started seeing like people that like I thought that had a good I guess like a good stance on like what we're trying to do here in the community,
Yeah.
especially in the music community and the music game and stuff. And they kind of like shadowed off, and they hit shade on the show that we were performing at, and nobody that was on that show, half of them just dropped off, for no
that's
reason.
crazy, man.
And I did the show and everything, and somebody that was a part of that little group was
Yeah.
there, and they were in our group chat that I was chatting it up with, and I was kind of heated. I really didn't say anything like too disrespectful, but I was like, you know what, we're gonna do our own shit. We're gonna do our thing,
Yeah,
and bless whatever,
yeah,
y'all do y'all's thing.
Do whatever you gotta do.
Do whatever you
Yeah.
gotta do.
Yeah.
And they took it the wrong way, and they came up to me and said, I'll finish this shit real quick. And I was like, first of all, why are you gonna finish something that you're not even a part of? Like, I
Yeah.
don't understand
Yeah.
what's going on here. And I have yet to see those people.
Of
You know?
course, of course.
They're in the shadows, bro. And
Yeah.
it's not even one of those things where it's like I want to like have a confrontation. I just want to be like, why?
Yeah.
What's your deal? Like, what's
Yeah.
going on? Because
Yeah.
I'm hearing this, I'm hearing that, I'm hearing people in the grapevine being like, oh, they're saying this about this, and I'm like, yeah, but I feel like I have a platform that I talk to people on.
Right.
Like they know how I have a good rapport with conversation and confrontation. Why don't they just come up to me and talk to me about something?
Absolutely, man.
Like why can't we just figure it out?
Yeah.
And that's like the I feel like that's the huge divide when it comes to trying to build something like this, like
Yeah.
the rap game and the underground rap scene here in Emerald, also the rock scene, because I've been seeing
Yes.
a lot of crazy
Bro,
good
so-
bands coming out of here.
So I've been in the rap scene for a long time, man. Like, I knew that there was rock groups around here. You know what I'm saying? But there are so many that are just absolutely slept on. Like, there's tons out there, man.
Yeah.
Guys that make amazing music, man. I've seen some stuff, bro, and it's just like, if it wasn't for the crab in the bucket mentality, man, somebody would flourish out of here. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like, for real, man. But everybody wants it to be them.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
wants it to be them. Everybody wants it to be their squad, which is understandable. I understand it. Hip hop, rap, you know what I mean, has always been competitive. You know,
Right.
but what I saw when I was your age, and I was in Cap Rock High School, what I saw, and it was on the cool. I think it was I was in middle school. Was the squashing of the North Side South Side beef in Houston, Texas, and then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying. And this is after DJ Screw had passed away. You know what I'm saying? Years after. And to this day, DJ Screw is almost a household name when it comes to rap music these days.
Right.
You know, like, he is a legend. And he, I mean, unfortunately, he didn't live to see it, but because these bros, man, they put all that aside. You know what I'm saying? The South Side and the North Side cats, they put that aside, and they just became H Town, and the Texas rap scene just like boom blew up, man.
Yeah.
And Pimp C, man. I still to this day can't nobody tell me nothing about Pimp C, man. That's something that that's somebody that I've always, you know what I'm saying, had looked up to and still do, man, just because he was bold and he was honest. But he was calling out the mainstream media, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
And when he got out the pen, he came out, you know what I'm saying, calling out the Houston rappers like, man, y'all over here, you know what I'm saying, BSing, man, on this funny bunny beef. Y'all listening to these record executives, you know what I'm saying, to tell you what kind of music to make. It's like, we can make all this bread on our own. We don't
Right,
need them.
right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like,
And that community, then that's the thing too, is like it's the community that brings all of that. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And then you kind of like see like the wave of like the money, you know.
Yes.
The after effects of like what can prosper with doing something as big as like music.
yeah.
And that's the thing too, is like people don't understand like the magic that music can do, like the power that music has
Man, bro.
when it comes
Yeah.
to
Telling
what
you.
you're trying to create.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what you're trying to make, because like I was telling you, we did that show for Thanksgiving, bro, and it was for the A tag, and all you had to do was come and bring food. Oh, and also Let's Eat, because I had two shows. I had two shows back to back. It was 1 week Let's Eat, and then the next week it was the Sweet Relief, and it was all just food fundraising. It was
Yeah.
just all food fundraising. I know for a fact for the Let's Eat, we supplied a full dinner for Thanksgiving
Yeah.
to 17 families.
Wow.
And then we gave them some cash. Like I think it's like $15-$20
Hey,
for like
man, that's,
whatever, you know,
yeah.
like you want to go get a gift or like Christmas or like
Yeah.
gas in your food tank or
Yeah.
extra food for whatever.
Man, see, that's man, that's awesome,
Yeah,
bro.
That's what I'm trying to like, and it was funny because I was talking to my homeboy. I was like, bro, it's weird that like I was sitting here, or we were just doing a show on Friday and started doing something we love,
Yeah.
and I was just on stage just doing my music, you know, being dumb as hell, and I fed 17 families.
Man,
You know?
that's
Or like I
man,
fed
bro.
like the less fortunate when it comes like with the
Yeah.
A tag and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, like if we all did that, like if all the people that have been on my pod and all the people
Bro.
that I know that are kind of
Yeah.
like with their foot in the music, and we
Yeah.
just said, let's just do all this
Yeah.
real quick one time.
Yeah.
How much we can do.
Bro, and that would be amazing. You know what I mean? Like that would be amazing. Like it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? What y'all did, man, and that's awesome, man. And I tell you, bro, anytime y'all are doing something like that, man, reach out. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
Because we want to get involved in the community as well. You know what I mean? We definitely want to get involved in the community. We want to be out there helping folks. You know what I mean? Like, yes, we preach the gospel. You know what I'm saying? But we also want to be out here serving people, man, because you know the gospel is love based.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And I'm sorry if you doing this thing without love in your heart, if you can't just look at everybody and see them through the eyes of Christ, man, and love them for just who they are, no matter what they are, no matter what they do, no matter what lifestyle they chose. If you just can't love them as a human being, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need a heart check for real. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and so
I was gonna ask you this question. It might be a little bit of a hard one. I was thinking about like how this would go, but
Yeah.
it kind of goes to this on this road. But
okay,
because you are religious
yeah,
based in
Yeah.
the music that you do and all that stuff.
yeah.
Is it hard for artists like you or like the group that you're around to get into like shows that are, I guess, wouldn't say like Christ based?
Yeah, what they call secular of
Right,
the world
right.
or whatever. For me personally, no, because it's like I was telling homegirl in there, man. It's just like I'm comfortable in my faith.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know who God is. I know where I stand with God. I know who Christ is. You know what I'm saying? And I say that humbly. I'm not speaking arrogantly. I'm not better than anybody else. You know what I mean? But like, nah, man, like I'll get out there, and I've done it before. Went and did actually a benefit concert, man. at zombies. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Hey, weed smoke in the air. There's people getting tossed up, man. But we had a moment of prayer. You know what I'm saying? And it was for a great cause. You know what I'm saying? We were raising money for a baby boy that was battling cancer.
Right.
We went out there. We brought positive vibes. You know what I'm saying? We just came out. We performed. You know, we didn't try to shove the scriptures down people's throat, and that's what a lot of folks don't understand about the hypocrisy in that when they do that. You know what I mean? Some of them folks, for people who are like us that we follow Christ, sometimes we're the first version of Jesus that they ever come across.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if the first thing we do is sit here and point out all their flaws to them, or what we think they're doing wrong, congratulations, you just led them astray.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You lost that battle right there. And that's why I truly believe in meeting people where they are at. You know what I mean? For who they are. Loving them and respecting their ideas. You know what I mean? Even if we disagree, like that don't mean that I have to disrespect you, hate you, or none of that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that don't agree. You know what I'm saying with things, but that don't mean they hate each other. That don't mean that they despise each other. That don't mean that they want to kill each other, man.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, that's the narrative that the media puts out these days.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just like, if you ain't rolling with me, if you ain't a liberal, or if you ain't conservative, or if you ain't this, or if you ain't that, you know what I'm saying? Left wing, right wing, whatever. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it is just politics based, and if you start paying attention, you know what I'm saying, and you get outside the box, you'll start to see, man, it's a whole lot of divide and conquer.
Right.
And so for like folks like us, man, we're really trying to bring reality back to what it is to being a Christian. You know what I mean? To get people out of the fantasy. And so, like, yeah, bro, we'll go out there. You know what I'm saying? And show love. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you smoking weed. I don't care if you a prostitute. I don't care whatever you done been through. Like, man, I got love for you. You know what I'm saying? Like let's talk about it. I want to meet you where you at. I want to know who you really are. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk, man. Genuinely, like for real.
Coming from your generation and stuff, and like you being a part of, like, because like you're still in school, right?
Yeah.
As of right now, whenever, like, because as an adult, this is something that I kind of like gathered in my years of being like, oh, I'm an adult, I can do whatever the hell I want. So I'm
Yeah.
if I need to unfollow somebody, or if I need to like block somebody, I can do that because I have free will.
Right.
In a situation where like you're like in school and stuff, I mean, these are kids that you're with 8 hours a day all the time forever, until you end up graduating. Is it hard to like go to a place, especially like school, and hear all of these opinions and all of these like stances, knowing where you are, and like hearing all of this negativity, especially like because you're talking about like Charlie Kirk and all the situation that happened with that this year, the presidency, all of this, the stuff that you might have like a weird feeling about. Is it hard to like just walk in there and like be like, I know where I stand, but I'm hearing this all the time?
Yeah, sometimes, because I did. Back then, it was big group. Like, it goes like that. You get a bunch of friends. But as you go in, get in high school, it's different. Like, it can come turning points in the lifestyle of school and stuff like that. Like, I had some ups and downs with my friends. Now, I barely talk to most of the people I used to talk to when I was little. It's mostly either dolo or you go find that right person to hang out with. Just don't hang out with the bad people, because it was negative energy, yeah. And then when I would hang out with these certain kids, I would just do bad things, and it was just like I would just follow what they was doing. And it's real, like, the friends you pick is what you can become.
Right.
Like,
hey,
that's real.
Real talk. Even in the scripture says bad company corrupts good character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Birds of a feather flock together, man. You know what I mean? Like, for real, bro.
Yeah, because now, like, just being lonely, like, it's not really a lonely feeling, but just, like, being to myself, I do have more peace, because not having someone just, oh, let's go do this, let's go do that. I don't got to really be stressing or frustrated, because the things I would do,
like the peer pressure, you saying?
Yeah, like the peer pressure, it would just make me frustrated sometimes. 'Cause
Right.
it would be like, oh, I got to go do this or I'm not going to look cool. But at
Yeah.
the end of the day, you ain't always got to make a picture for yourself and look cool to people. You just
Yeah.
gotta.
Hey, if you cool, you cool, dog.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you cool, you
yeah.
cool.
100%.
Yeah.
If you know you
Yeah.
cool, you cool.
Yeah.
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 One of the things too that I've what am I trying to say? I went blank. One of the things that I've like kind of taught myself is that like there's a lot of people that like, especially like TikTok, because it's only like seconds. You know, like you
Yeah.
see this thing, and then for some reason they retain that information and they believe it.
Yeah.
You know, and one of the things that I like to do, and I get. If people get upset with me, my friends are like, dude, you get way too deep in this shit, man. And I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
need to know. I need to know how I feel about this, like if I'm right or wrong,
Right,
or
right.
you know, lead me in the right direction to where
Yes.
I can understand my stance, and like if somebody asks me, I can tell them like this is why I believe what I believe.
Yes.
Dude, Google is crazy work, man. Like
Yeah,
not
it
even
is,
like
bro.
not even like AI, just like
Yeah.
I'm talking about basic. Ask it a question.
Yeah.
You will find something or somewhere
Yeah.
that will give you the answer, or some type
Yeah.
of answer that will give you, or even a question that you go deeper into a rabbit hole
Yeah.
of like, okay, this is where I'm at.
How
Because remember,
deep does this
I've,
get?
I texted you, hey, you know, some crazy. Remember the
Yeah.
dinosaurs and stuff, and I was
Yeah.
like, man. I'm having a hard time understanding these numbers,
Yeah.
these years,
Yeah.
and I take deep dives on like
Yeah.
crazy, especially like with
Yeah.
the politics and like where everything started and how everything's
Yes.
starting, and you know, laws and where does this law come from and why do we have this law? And,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
do you think like right now, especially in this climate, with political and economically, people have lost sight on what
Do it.
everything is?
Yes. And I would say that the powers that be, and I'm not talking about the government, I'm talking about the powers that be, and I'm not even talking from a spiritual perspective. But if you know, you know,
Right.
there's powers that be, it is manufactured that way for a reason. You know what I'm saying? From the foods that we eat to the clothes that we wear to what we're fed through the eyes, through the ears, I'm talking media-wise, you know what I'm saying? To even the controversies that come to be in politics, you know, like it is manufactured. You know what I mean? Like it's like they are purposely, you know what I mean, causing the crash of society.
Right.
And if you don't believe that society is crashing, you blind. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If you just think everything is fine and dandy, like, come on, man.
Yeah,
You gotta,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't want to sound so gloomy, but it's the reality. You know what I mean? It's a reality. Reality can be harsh, you know, and but man, there is always hope. You know what I mean? And I truly I see light, and I see hope, and I see great things coming out of people like us.
Yeah.
You know, groups like us. Like we may be small right now, you know what I'm saying? But eventually we're gonna be that voice that stands up.
Right.
There's gonna be a time for it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where we're gonna be that voice that stands up against, you know, the injustice, you know what I mean, on all planes, you know what I mean, from religious planes to political planes to just, you know, we're gonna be a revolutionary. I feel like people who were born in our age group, we got to experience being raised the old school ways, and we also got to live through the generation of technology and got to see the growth in so
Right.
we got to see, I think, more changes of society in our lifetime than, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
than any other generation before us, man, you know. And so we're gonna kind of be the mediators.
Yeah,
you
we
know
got
what I'm
we
saying?
got the beginning of the new school ways.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
We started getting cell phones. We got
Yeah.
computers.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
got all that stuff. I mean, I remember my parents still having a landline.
Yeah.
While I was getting my first like
Cell phone.
cell phone.
Yeah.
where it had internet. Like it was like 3G at the
Yeah.
time, you know.
Yeah, dog.
Talking about like the start of like
Yeah.
fast internet,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Talking about
Yeah.
like prepaid phones, like at Dollar General, where you can go get a phone at Dollar General,
Get a little
and
SIM card
you
in
get a
there.
SIM card and like a monthly card that like limited texting, free
Free
phone
after
calls
9.
after 9, bro.
Hey, y'all know
Insane.
about them free after 9. Hey, they'd hit you up right and you'd be like, hey, hit me back after 9 o'clock. Okay. And then we could talk for, you can talk like
Get
for
on the
free
little
till like
telephone
6.
you had in the house.
Yeah.
Or the computer was still hooked up to the landline, and whenever it booted up, you still heard that sound.
Yeah, dee-doo, dee-doo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, we got the crazy works of like the beginning of all this, man.
Yes. Yeah. And I tell my kids, man, I'm just like, man, y'all have no idea. I'm just like, now we have access to information, like you were saying earlier. We got things like Google. We have instant access to whatever information that you're looking for. Boom.
Yeah.
Man, back in the day, you had to sit there at that computer, man, to just get a web page to pull up. Sometimes it'd be 30 minutes.
Not
You know
only
what I'm
that,
saying?
I just thought of this. Not only
Yeah.
that, we had Google, but now you can get on Messenger. You can get on Snapchat.
Yeah.
Almost everywhere, even on group chats, bro.
Yeah.
You can add AI.
Yeah.
And ask it a question right there.
Yeah.
Not even, hey, you got a question? I'll be right back. I'm going to go look it up on Google real quick. Look it up. You can literally be on the group message being like,
Yeah.
what? Okay, cool. AI, what's this?
Yes.
Yeah.
It freaks me out, bro. It's
Yeah.
like there's a moderator
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
around this whole thing,
Yeah.
Makes my conspiracy brain go, but like now, because I never really thought about it, bro,
Yeah.
until right now we're talking about it. I was
Yeah.
like, bro, somebody is always watching our shit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like the new iPhone 17 I got right now. I go on a FaceTime call, the camera it follows you.
Really?
Bro,
Yeah, it
what?
follows you.
What?
That's crazy.
No way.
How's that
Yeah.
even
Like,
work?
like
I
it
don't know,
moves
but
in the little thing?
when you're moving on your phone, the camera will move with you,
Wow.
like if it's tracking
Trip.
you. Yep.
Trip.
That is crazy. I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
knew that AI was in the cameras, especially on the Samsungs. So when the Samsung, the S22 or 24, one of those, when it came out, people were like bragging, oh my God, these freaking phones take such amazing pictures.
Right.
Little did they know that they were AI enhanced. So the phone would snap the picture, right? And they would like take these close-up shots of the moon or whatever, things at a
Right.
distance. And the phone would AI enhance it before it released it for you to view.
What?
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah. And so
that's
like
crazy.
yeah, and so
wouldn't
yeah,
even be
man.
100.
So I know a lot of people, I think artificial intelligence I believe it's amazing. I think it's an amazing tool. It can be used to do a lot of great good, but just like anything that can do a lot of great good, it can do a lot of great bad.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing like, and these are crazy.
Yeah.
But like me and my boss, man, like we'll be sitting there watching some TikToks and stuff, and he'd be like, dude, so I can't even tell what is AI video anymore.
Bro. Hey,
Yeah, you're not lying.
hey,
It's
for
hard
real.
now.
Yeah. Like I don't know if y'all have ever seen them, but like those videos of like you got Pac and Biggie, in a 2026 Bentley, and they
Yeah.
coming
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? I'm just like,
And it looks
and
so
it's their
real.
voice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like this is crazy. You
Yeah,
know?
we were talking about like
Yeah.
talking like bringing back like Michael Jackson and like
Yeah.
Mac Miller and like holograms.
Yes.
Now it's like you can have them homeboys that passed away in your phone like lickety
Yeah.
split.
Yeah,
Boom.
you can just pull up a
Yeah, you
video,
pull up-
make it. Yeah,
Yeah.
They got
make
it.
it so realistic.
yeah. And
You can make a 90-year-old believe people coming back to life type
no,
shit.
for real,
That's
bro.
so real.
And then you start getting into conspiracies like Project Bluebeam and you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, things like
Yeah.
that. Because like I believe at some point, you know what I mean, with this whole alien thing going on, you know what I mean, or
What
whatever.
is it? The AI, the A1 Atlas or
the
A3 Atlas or
3i Atlas or whatever. Yeah, I believe that they're gonna use some kind of AI, some kind of Project Bluebeam thing to like manufacture. Like I said, they're manufacturing everything already as it is. Everything that we see on TV, I'm not gonna say that all catastrophes are manufactured because some of them, are natural disasters or things that some people just go crazy and they
Right.
they start doing wild stuff. But some of the stuff is I say a lot of it is manufactured. There's a good percentage of it that is. So I think at some point they're gonna manufacture something that's gonna be like, oh man, this is world changing. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like that it's
right.
world changing, and I'm just like, what worries me is the casualties
Right.
that it's gonna cause, the lives that are gonna be lost because of it. Like still to this day, I don't care what people say. They manufactured 9/11. They killed all them people. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Yeah.
that we could go to war and on their agenda.
And we killed more people
yeah.
over there too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man.
How much money we fucking spent over there is
Yes.
astonishing.
And Cat Williams, one of his first comedy specials that he came out with, it was during, when the Iraq War was, probably at its peak. And he goes on and he's just like, okay, anybody in this crowd, I'll give you, you know what I'm saying, whatever. I don't remember exactly how he said it, but he's just like, I want one of y'all to tell me, what does an Iraqi uniform look like? It's like, I'll wait. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like they're over there blowing up, you know what I'm saying? Women, children, people in sandals. They just leveling cities, man. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
And I feel for my patriot brothers, man, because there's a lot of brothers that went over there young. You know what I'm saying? Were introduced to a whole different world. Got to see some of the ugliest sides of humanity, and then just got to come back to the U.S. and act like everything is normal.
Yeah.
Like,
Not even now. Everything's normal, and they don't get anything out of it, bro.
Yeah, and that's what
You
I'm
know
saying.
how much better in homeless population there
Yeah,
is
man.
right now?
I know. I got brothers, man, that I love dearly with my heart, man. That struggle. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna put their business out there, but they have struggles that they deal with in life. You know what I mean? That they're not helping them with. You
Oh,
know
yeah.
what I mean? Like it's sad, bro,
Do
and it's
this
heartbreaking.
heinous thing that you could ever do in your life,
Yeah.
and then come back and maybe you'll be
Yeah,
all right.
try and live a normal life.
Yeah.
Like you're good.
Yeah.
You did your country a service.
Yeah,
Like,
we might get you. You know what?
Yeah, but
you
at
go live
the
with your parents,
Yeah.
and you got so much in debt, and
Yeah.
a hospital.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you got insurance. If you don't, then you're screwed.
Yeah, and yeah, man. I've seen and have heard, much, from brothers that I'm close to, man. That, yeah, man. That after they're done with you, man, the government don't give a damn about you.
No.
Straight up.
No,
You know what I'm saying? After they done with you, man.
used and abused, bro.
Yep. Real talk, man. Real talk. So my other son, man, he was thinking about joining the military. I was just like, I love you and I support you. If that's something that you want to do, you know what I'm saying? Give it a shot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's one thing that I'll never stop my kids from doing is going out and experiencing, you know what I'm saying, the world for what it is. You know, because a lot of folks do that, you know,
Right.
especially, in the Christian realm, you know what I'm saying? I've seen
Yeah.
people, oh, well, you don't do this. They cage their kids up, you know what I'm saying? And then whenever their kids become adults and they're able to get out there and they get a taste of the world, they go and take a big dose of it, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They go and take a big dose of it and end up in situations like, you know what I'm saying, that they weren't prepared for. And then the parents are still shunning them. I'm just like,
Yeah.
you cage these children up like this for their whole lives, and then you let them go out into the world, and then like, now you're not willing to walk with it through them,
Right.
with them, you know what I'm saying? You're not willing to walk with them through it. It's just like,
Yeah.
come on, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like we trying to bring reality back to what it is to being a Christian, man. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like we really trying to bring reality back.
Well,
to it.
Speaking of like reality and stuff, man, like it's hardening or heart. It's very unfortunate.
Yes.
Whenever I'm on social media and stuff, and I see a lot of people that I've like grown up with or talked to with the years, and the politics and a religious walk or a spiritual walk
Bro,
do not coexist
they
with
don't.
each other.
They do not.
And I will stand on that. I will die
Yeah.
on that hill, bro.
Same, bro. Real talk.
It is hard for me to understand how you can support or even be a part of some worldly thing
Yes.
that holds or binds or any negative response to a
Yes.
human,
Yes.
and then be like, "Yep, I go to church every Sunday, and I
Yeah.
believe in Jesus Christ,
It's
and I
like,
believe in
how do
God."
you sleep at night
Yeah,
with that hate in your
Yeah.
heart? You know what I mean?
like one of the toughest things that I have to deal with is like when people that I know are like Christian and they have a religious walk and stuff, and they cannot get over the racial tendencies
Yeah.
that they, well, not even tendencies, just being a racist altogether.
Yeah.
Talking about like the deportation, ICE,
Yeah.
you know, forcing people out of their homes that they've lived in
Yeah.
for generations almost. Literally,
Yeah.
we're getting to the point where the people that we are taking away from homes, their grandma's grandma has been living there in America.
Yes.
And I understand,
Yes.
like, we all get it, man. They're not from America. Fucking sue us. I don't
Yeah,
give a
like,
shit.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
they have still built a place. They have still built a home for them and
Yes.
their whole family. And you are going to rip them out of there, and you think it's okay, man.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
think it's 100% okay.
And to me, like, I call them convenience Christians. You know what I'm saying? Convenience believers. They're only going to believe in what convenes to them. They skip over the scriptures that says, treat the foreigner like your own, because in this world you are also foreigners. When you give your life to Christ, you are no longer of this world. Not that you're better than anybody, but you are now part of a kingdom that is otherworldly, that is not of this planet anymore. You know what I'm saying? At some point, it will be established on the earth, and the earth will be renewed. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole different thing. But you know, we are of a different government, and our constitution are the scriptures. And a lot of people use the scriptures, folks like that. You know what I'm saying? Use the scriptures to just beat people down, you know what I'm saying? And to they try to flip it, you know what I'm saying, and make this disgusting thing out of it, man. And that's why we have so many people that as soon as you tell them, hey man, I believe in the Lord, or, you know, I'm a Christian, automatic, like it triggers them, you know what I'm saying? And so like I'll talk with people first, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll talk with people first because I'm unashamed, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
fully am unashamed, you know what I'm saying? I believe, you know, Jesus rose from the dead on the third day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my Lord and Savior. I'll proclaim it on the highest mountain, you know what I'm saying? He is the Son of God, you know. But he sat with those people that others shun. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, why? Not because he sat to sin with them. No, he sat there and he just like, no, like, I love you. I love
Right.
you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I love you. The scripture tells us love covers a multitude of sins. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, when it comes to politics and religion, they don't mix. We saw what happens, you know, with the Crusades. You know what I'm saying? And the church has become what it's become, this crazy show of almost like who's got the biggest church, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who's got the most numbers and all this and that. That kind of started back, you know, when Emperor Constantine, you know what I'm saying, legalized Christianity, and all of a sudden we got giant cathedrals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not saying that all big churches are like that, you know what I'm saying, that, but most are, you know what I'm saying? Most of them are money driven, they're just businesses, you know, and they really just shunning the poor, and they're not really helping nobody but themselves, man. And so I don't
Right.
really even consider them, you know what I'm saying, true believers in Christians. They believers in themselves. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Like real talk, bro. And so like, yeah, man, they live the fantasy. You know what I'm saying? They live the fantasy, and that's why, you know, our goal as mission is we want to bring it back down, boom, right here,
Yeah.
boots
Yeah.
to the ground. You know what I'm saying? The reality. The
Right.
reality of being a Christian is that it is hard. You know what I'm saying? It is hard because I'm not saying that biases are okay, but just us being human in our nature, we got our biases. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We all have our biases. But the part of the Holy Spirit in you is being able to see beyond those biases be seeing beyond people's differences
Right.
and loving them regardless, showing them
Yeah.
love and respect regardless. Like
Right.
like I was saying earlier, I may not agree with whatever, you know, with a certain individual or a group of individuals, but hey, it's still love and respect on my end, dog. It don't mean that I
Right.
won't sit at the table with you. I'll chop it up with you, and there won't be no hate in my heart or resentment towards you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? At the end of the day, we
As
all
long
have
as you show love.
real
I
talk.
mean,
man.
what are we doing on this earth in the first place anyway?
Real
You know what I'm
talk,
saying?
bro.
Just be
Real
like bitter
talk.
all the time.
Like,
You know,
that sucks.
there's science. There
Yeah.
is science and doctors behind what
Yeah.
stress and anger does on a body.
Yes.
Like, not even like taking just being what like moral stance you have on yourself. Like, take that away. Being just bitter, angry, stressed all the time, what that can do on a body will literally destroy anything.
Oh yes, absolutely.
So why, even with what you believe in your stance and everything, why wouldn't you just be a happy person and a
Yeah.
loving person and a caring
Yeah.
person in the first place?
Yeah.
Like, we're only, I'm God willing, probably gonna be here until 75, 80 years old.
Yeah.
But I blinked my eye and I'm already 30, bro.
Bro. Hey, for
You
real.
know what I'm saying? Way too
Yeah,
fast.
yeah.
Way
That's
too
why I tell.
fast.
That's why I tell my boys. I'm like, I feel like just yesterday I was your age. Now I got grown men, children. You feel me? And I'm just like,
Exactly.
dang, like, you know, I'm in the age to where I can become a grandpa soon. I don't even see
Right.
myself being
Right.
grandpa. You know
That's
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying. Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
like
But
I don't want my family to. I don't want
Nah,
my kid
bro.
to remember me being like, yeah, he was a
Yeah.
hard ass, hard headed,
Right.
mean
Right.
old man. You know, hated everybody,
yeah,
kind of
Yeah.
racist,
So
Yeah.
just make
kind
that
of
better
you know.
image.
yeah.
It's like, bro, like, why are you even doing that? Like, okay, maybe you don't believe in God. Maybe you don't have
Yeah.
a belief system or a spiritual walk with
Yeah.
anything.
It's like cool.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
your choice. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but I'm
and
still
I
cool
agree
with you. You
about
my
that
dog.
one.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
'Cause-
Like I don't hate you for it, man. Like
Doesn't make sense, man.
it don't. It don't.
Yeah.
It's
bro.
hard.
It don't. It don't, man. You know,
Yeah.
I'm very people centered. You know what I'm saying? Like I love people, man. I love conversating with people from different walks,
Yeah.
man. Like for real, bro. Like, what's your story? You know what I mean? Even like my boy Dalton. You know what
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
saying? Yeah, man.
Actually, speaking of Dalton, this is just unfortunate events, but he has a lot of stuff going on with his family.
Yes.
You know, keep him in y'all's thoughts.
Yes. Thoughts, prayers, man.
Just
positive vibes.
some family
Yeah.
situation that's very, very tragic, and
Yeah.
he's real in it right now. And
Yeah.
I've been, and I texted him like every day for like 4 or 5 days, updates. How's it going? How you feeling? What can I do for you? You know, it's a tragic thing that's happening. Nobody wants to go through that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
no, for real, man. We love you, bro.
yeah, we're
And you know what I'm
Moshcast is in
For real.
sending the good vibes. You know,
For real, man. For real, man. But you know, like my boy Dalton, man. You know, he's got his strong opinions on how he feels about Christians and stuff like that. You know, I've had him come on the podcast. We had a great conversation, man. But that's my boy.
Right,
I've known him for a
right.
long time, man. Me and his brother used to be in the set together. You know,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so like I've known him for a long time, man. But like, you know, like though I don't agree with how he may feel, I understand why he feels the way he
right,
does.
right.
I do understand why he feels the way he does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's for many others. You know what I'm saying? Like I still got love for bro. That's my dog, man. You know what I'm saying? And I understand where he's coming from. I understand why he feels the way he does, but it's because of how certain people will portray. You know what I'm saying? And how they treat people and how they do things, man. Like, I've been on the other side of that. While I walk into the church house, I'm tatted from neck to wrist, you know what I'm saying? And they're just looking at me like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? But then we start getting into scripture, you know what I'm saying? We start, we really start talking about some biblical things. The Holy Spirit manifests in us, man, and they see the Spirit in me, and they're just like, I would have never thought. That's what you get for
Yeah.
thinking, dog.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. You know, I was just thinking about this too, man. And this might be a little bit hard to swallow for people that watch this.
Yeah.
But we're just talking about what we say in this world and how we what we are as a person and what we put on this earth and what memories we have like give people and everything. I want to say this with the whole Charlie Kirk stuff. I've never heard anything from Charlie Kirk. I've
Yeah.
never listened to his stuff. I've only heard that he was very controversial. People didn't like him. People loved him. Who knows?
Right.
But the last thing that he said on this earth was including or excluding gang violence. And the negativity with those words that came in. That's the only sentence I remember, right?
Yeah.
And you know, like sometimes whenever we're in a heated conversation or we have an argument with a loved one or whatever, and we say some stuff that we don't really mean.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, I wish I could take that back.
Yeah.
Charlie can't take that back, bro.
Yeah, he can't.
Charlie can't take back the things that he said and hurt the feelings and hurt the people that that were in the crossfires of what he was saying.
Right.
You know, like I said, I don't know what he has ever said, but that thing that the including or excluding gang violence is the only thing that I remember from him. Yeah. And now, as I'm sitting here, I'm like, man, I should really check what I say to people.
Nah, real talk, bro. You know? Real talk. You know, the thing about Charlie, man, is that he was, how would I say, he was kind of bred and molded.
Yeah, like the bread getting old.
Like they
still.
It's almost like they set him up for that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's very unfortunate because, you know, we don't know truly where his heart was because he was just speaking out of here.
Right.
You know what I mean? But a lot of times the things that are in here will come out through here. You know what I'm saying? And they start right here.
Yeah.
One thing I can say about Charlie is he was very educated. You know what I'm saying? But he was educated, you know what I'm saying, on statistics, numbers, and things like that. You know what I mean? He knew his scripture well as well. You know what I mean? But it don't matter how much you know, up here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Your character, how you carry yourself in this right here, your heart posture, you know what I'm saying, is really what's going to testify for you. And so, yeah, man, a lot of people, you know, and I'm not saying that I agree with everything that he thought, man, but he was really on that, you know, the Christian nationalist thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like what we were talking about earlier, you know, the politics and religion in one and being heavily biased. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With some of the things that he was saying, you know, harsh realities, yes, unfortunately. You know what I mean? And I think that conversation that they were having when they shot him was something about, you know, gun violence, you know what I'm saying, gun control or something like that to the takes of that. And you know, and you know, he says, you know, what did he say, something about, you know, with or without gang violence or whatever,
including or excluding gang violence.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And you know, and then boom, he gets hit. And you know what's crazy, bro, is it's like, I don't know if you've ever heard of Candace Owens. Have you ever looked into her?
I've heard her name, but I
Okay.
have not looked into.
Look, you know, go listen to some of the stuff that she's talking about right now, because she is exposing a lot of things about that assassination that don't make sense. Like I said, that young man was set up, dude. You know what I'm saying? To be a plant, to cause up stirs. Like I said, this thing is manufactured. So they like to stir the pot. They like to put people against each other.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He just started popping out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And everybody started watching him. I think that's a big part of it too. Like, he was just getting out there.
That's why they kept lifting him up.
Yeah, government got
You know
scared.
what I'm saying?
Right.
They kept lifting him up because, like, okay, this guy's gonna cause controversy, and then we're gonna make a martyr out of him.
Right. And he wasn't a wacko like Alex Jones or anything.
Yeah, yeah,
It was just this guy that said stuff.
Yeah.
Alex
Yeah,
Jones is a little bit more wacko.
Yeah.
Hey, Alex Jones is thrown, man. I do got respect for Alex Jones because he got balls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's crazy, bro.
And I mean, he went into the Bohemian Grove. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Snuck a camera in there. He's in the water recording all the politicians. You know what I'm saying? Worshiping Moloch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if y'all don't know who Moloch is, man, get in that scripture, man, or even just Google it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That big big old owl that they light on fire in the Bohemian Grove. Yeah, man, Alex Jones was exposing that, man. So yeah, them folks be, them politicians be into the occult like crazy, man. Like, believe it or not.
Yep.
And so, but now, man, like I truly feel like they set that young man up. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And it sucks, bro. It sucks, man, because you don't know where his heart was when he died.
Yep.
You know, you don't know where his heart was when he died, and multiple people have said, and even like experts, man, expert snipers from the military said, like, nah, man, he didn't get hit by that round that they claim he got hit, because it would have, it would have blown up, it would have took a chunk out of him. Like, nah, man, they hit him from up close right there. Whoever was standing up there with him is who hit him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude on the roof was just a pawn. They manufactured that, man.
Question everything.
Question
bro.
everything. Yeah.
Question everything. There's no reason why not to. My family and like the people that I get very annoying. I get very annoying because my grandma taught me. That's why I Google stuff, because my grandma taught me, like, because she was deathly afraid of Alzheimer's and dementia. So, and she was a nurse, so she was like, this is what I know. You take your fish oils, and if you have a question, Google it, figure it out.
Yes.
So, like, I've stuck with that. Anything and everything that I do not know, I figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My friends, my girl, she's like, man, like, shut up. Like, you're annoying, bro. And I'm like, if I don't know, and if nobody knows, and they're asking this question, or they have an opinion about it, I'm going to give them the right tools to at least figure it out for themselves.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
There is so much that goes on in this world. There is so much under the rug. There is so much above us. There is so much, like, bro, there's no reason to be like, I'm just gonna chalk it up to like Facebook and let them do what they do.
20 people said it was right, so it's right. No.
Yeah.
Those 20 people could be very wrong.
Very wrong.
And I even learned that, being a Christian.
We thought cigarettes was good.
Yeah. In the 50s, they had ads for it.
If you're stressed, smoking cigarettes, they're healthy for you,
They're healthy for you. Like, nah, man, bro. Like, look at folks now, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Look at you. Look at us now, bro.
Real talk.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, man. It's a wild world out there.
It is. It really is.
It's
man.
a wild, wild west up here in Texas.
Yeah, for real, man. The real Wild West, the flatlands. But yeah, man, you're absolutely right. Question everything. Question everything. Even me, as a believer, you know what I mean? I questioned everything, and I still have much questions.
Right.
And that's why I always tell people, don't just listen to that man at the pulpit, because he is just as flawed as you are.
Right.
I don't care how high, of an elder, deacon, bishop, pastor, whatever. I don't care how high they are up there or claim to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. We're all humans, man.
We're all human. We're all flawed. You got to pick up and do the research yourself.
One of the crazy analogies that I like to say when it comes down to that.
Yeah.
People talk about, like, we bleed the same.
Yeah.
We all shit the same, bro.
Hey, I know that's right.
We all shit the same.
That's right.
Yeah.
You want to get in the nitty gritty? We all shit the same, bro.
That's right.
It's weird. It's weird, bro, when people start talking about, like, I was raised this way, I was raised that way, this is my culture, that's my culture. Yeah, we all go to the bathroom the same fucking way.
That's right.
Bro. Sorry.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's why I respect all cultures, bro. I love and respect all cultures, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I was growing up, man, like, I grew up, Chicano, you know what I'm saying, Mexican American, and so everybody thinks, a lot, they're very cultural, you know what I mean. The culture is deep, and don't get me wrong, I got my Chicano roots, man, but you know what, man, I got country homies, you know what I'm saying. I got black brothers, man, you know what I'm saying. I got brothers from all sides, man, Asian homies, you know what I'm saying, white brothers, black brothers, man, like. I'm cool with all sides, man. Like I never let my culture or what I think. Like, honestly, like, I don't even have a culture, bro.
Right.
Like, I'm just me. You know what I'm saying? My culture or what people call culture, that don't define me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just ginger, bro.
Yeah, like I'm just me, man. I'm just bald headed Mexican dude. The Mexican dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, Because if you let everybody tell you who you are, you'll never know who you really are.
Right. Right.
That's real.
For real.
Because,
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
there's so much cultures nowadays and these false gods, but there's only one real God.
Hey, real
Right.
talk, real
Yeah.
talk, real talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's only one. You know what I mean? And you know, some would say otherwise, but that's cool. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
that's what you believe, all right, cool, man. You know, I
Yeah.
always tell folks, man, when we agree to disagree, I guess, bro, hey, it's all love, but I guess we'll just see at the end, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
We'll see
saying?
at the
Like, we'll
end,
see
bro.
at the end, man. You know, we'll see at
That's
the
the
end.
crazy thing too. Is like just even what anybody believes, we don't even know what
No.
happens at. We
No.
don't even know what happens. That's what terrifies me the most.
Yeah.
I know we die, right?
Yes.
And I know
Yeah,
that there's
yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
But the in between, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
man,
don't
I don't
know.
even. Do I go up a ladder? Do I go
Yeah.
up some stairs? Do I fly? Do I
Yeah.
swim?
That's real.
Am I in space? What's going on?
Yeah. And so one thing I can tell you is this, that even non-Christians or even the, you know, folks would agree with. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It has always existed.
Right.
We all harness an energy. Now, energy can only be transferred.
Right.
So when the vessel dies, you know what I'm saying? Let's say like that light bulb is burnt out, right?
Right.
The electricity that ran through it, even since it can't be used as a conduit in that light bulb anymore, it's got to ground out elsewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's got to be transferred elsewhere. So when our body dies, our energy, our consciousness, our thoughts, feelings, and emotions, they go somewhere.
They go somewhere. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Where? You know what I'm saying? According to the scriptures, you know, either heaven or hell or, you know, whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it goes somewhere, you know. And so even the Vikings, you know, they believed in Valhalla. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like different belief systems, different cultures believe in
Different interpretations.
right,
if you
right.
Mm-hmm.
And
feel
so
comfortable.
me personally, I can't, how would I say it? I won't argue those types of things with people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I won't argue with them. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, okay, I believe this. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you believe that, and if that be true, what if that is your reality and that actually happens?
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Like,
right.
and what if my reality is just my reality and that's what actually happens? You know what I'm saying? And then we
Yeah.
start getting into the Matrix theory and you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Your perception is your reality, but somebody else's realities might be different.
Right.
You know
Take
what I'm
the
saying?
blue pill or
Yeah.
the red pill.
Yeah, it's all a different video game and through you know what I'm saying? Through other people's eyes, man. Like
Is,
you just never know.
So is that like, I wanted to have a little bit of a conversation with your podcast about your podcast and what you do and stuff. Is
Yeah.
like, is that like some like in the realm of like this kind of conversation? Is that what you kind of go with your pod?
Yeah, absolutely. So you know, Mike reached out to me, man. When we first got started, he had just got the building. You know what I'm saying?
When was this? When did you start
Man,
doing
this was probably like going on 3 years, 2 years ago. Yeah, about 2.5 years ago, man. Mike reaches out to me because I've always been vocal about my faith. You know what I'm saying? And when I first was a Christian, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was very immature in my faith, and so I didn't understand a lot of things, and so I did what everybody else did, and you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I'm right, you're wrong, you're going to hell, I'm not, I know the truth, blah blah
Right,
blah.
right.
Yeah.
Stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Stupid.
You know, just foolish. And so, you know, I was very vocal about my faith, man. And Mike reaches out to me, man. He's like, hey, you know, I see you're doing music, bro. You know, and me and Mike, we go way, way back, man. And you know, he reaches out to me. He's like, man, we're gonna set up this, you know, we're getting ready to shoot a podcast and do stuff like that, man. And so he's like, I'd like for you to come check out, see what we do. Okay, bro, bet that. So I pull up, you know what I'm saying? I thought I was just gonna show up and oh man, you know what I'm saying? You know, they had the set up. I was like, man, this is cool, bro. So like, you know, what do y'all plan on doing? He's just like, well, well, what do you want to name your podcast? And I'm like, Bert? You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, give me a moment to think about it, man. And so, you know, I told him, give me 2 weeks, dog. You know what I'm saying? And I drove. I was on my way home, and the Lord he just kind of put it on me, man. You know, the Spirit spoke to me, and it's just like, meet people where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
And so then came about the first podcast called the Where You At podcast. And
Yeah.
that's just what it was. You know what I'm saying? Whether you believed or didn't believe, you know what I'm saying? Meeting people from different walks of life, different mindsets, really taught me how to love people.
Mm.
Like for real. You know what I'm saying? To just take them for who they are at that moment. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that, you know, if I want to win them over to Christ, instead of running my mouth, just be a good example. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just
Right.
just just
Right.
show them that love that Christ gives. You know what I'm saying? And even if I just plant a seed, you know what I'm saying? Like through the conversation that we had, I didn't throw the book at them. I didn't do none of that. You know what I mean? It was just about meeting genuine people, real life, everyday people, where they're at in life, in the faith, out the faith. You know what I'm saying? I've had conversations with brothers that have broke down the faith from a scientific level. We talked about quantum physics and things like that. You know what I'm saying? In the book
Yeah.
of Genesis and stuff like that. Like I said, I had a conversation with Dalton. You know what I'm saying? He spoke to me about his belief. You know what I'm saying? And I respected that. You know what I mean? And you know I spoke. It wasn't a debate.
Right.
It was a
Right.
conversation in love. It was a conversation about the world, just kind of like how we have in here. You know, everybody want to debate and argue all the time. It's just like, man, why can't we just kind of like meet each other in the middle?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not to compromise, not because I want you to change your belief system, but just I want to love you and respect you as a human being.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You
Meet
might say something that I can go
Yeah.
home with
Yeah.
and kind of absorb that
Yes.
and figure it out on my own.
Yes, absolutely.
Because some people just need that.
Yes, and so, we did 3 seasons of the Where You At podcast, and then I linked up with my brother Thomas Miller, man. Shout out, and we started up mission music together. You know what I mean? He had already established it. He had to set it up, man, and we established it together as founder and co-founder, and so we started doing mission music ministries, man, and like I said, man, we're just trying to bring reality back to what it is to being a Christian, for the everyday person. You know what I mean? Not just for the church leader, not just for the congregation, not just to preach to the choir, to
Right.
just, show people that even though you're an everyday person, like Jesus loves you still. You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
right.
Like he died for you as well. You know what I mean? And like I said, we're not trying to do it in a manner of like trying to just shove the gospel down people's throats. Like, nah, bro, like we want to show you like how Christ has changed us and how he can do it for you too. You know what I mean? It's just like it's always done in a manner of love. You know what I'm saying? And if at the end of the day, we just we agree to disagree, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If it's cool,
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
It's like we're still here for you. Like you still my dog, you still whatever. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
it's
saying?
still, it's still like a safe space.
Yes,
to
yes. Creating a safe space.
conversate.
Yes, creating a safe space for people to just be themselves, man. You know what I mean? And so yeah, man. Just recently, we're on episode 2 of On the Mission podcast. So that's what we gonna shoot.
Right.
It's called On the Mission now. So it's been revamped, and that's just like I said. That's still continuing on our mission, bro. It's just.
So is that what the term, like, you got Where You At, now it's On the Mission.
Yeah.
Where did that the On the Mission come from? Just
Just
keep on
being on the mission.
just
Yeah.
keep on going with what
continuing
word,
the mission.
word.
And that mission is fulfilling the Great Commission. That Jesus told us. Go out and make disciples of all nations, not just the United States of America, all nations. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Baptizing them in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, man. And so that's just what we're doing, man. You know what I mean? Just like I said earlier, bro. Sometimes we are the first and maybe the only version of Christ that people may see, bro.
Yeah.
The last thing we want to do is be hateful towards them, be biased towards them, look at them on the outside like, nah, man, I wanna know your heart, dog.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? I
Yeah.
want to know what you about. You know what I mean?
Hey,
And
you're weird, but
yeah,
how you
yeah,
feel?
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Where your heart at?
yeah, like where's your heart at, bro? Like,
Yeah.
okay, what made you weird, dog?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
crazy, but
yeah. It's just like, what made you this way? Whatever.
you're kind of nice.
Yeah. And honestly, bro, like, yeah, man, I've encountered amazing people, bro, from all walks of life, man.
Right.
A lot of people look at these homeless folks out here in the streets, man, and they just automatically assume that that, oh man, they must have did something bad in their life to get to where they're at.
Yeah.
Nah, like I've talked to many women and men that were just dealt horrible cards in life
Right.
to end up where they're at. This one lady named Crystal, I was like, how do you end up in Amarillo, Texas? She's from North Carolina. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, we sat down. You know, I'd have bought her a pizza, and we, you know, she was hungry and stuff, man, and we chopped it up. I'm like, so, you know, how'd you end up out here? She's like, man, I'm originally from North Carolina. She told me, you know, she said that, you know, she was sex trafficked all the way over here, bro, all the way over here.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's horrible, bro. And you know, I come from that world too, man. Like I've been on the other side of that too, man. You know what I'm saying? It's ugly what they do to women, bro. You know what I'm saying? They call it breaking the broad. You know what I'm saying? You psychologically manipulate the woman. You know what I'm saying? Make her fully dependent on you. Convince her in her mind that she has nobody but you. You know what I'm saying? And so you either get them addicted to drugs, you know what I'm saying, and then it gets to the point to where like they're so addicted, like
Yeah, they're
you
so
know,
far down. Now.
yeah, they're selling themselves just to get high, but you're taking the money from them. You know what I'm saying? Like man, pimping sounds cool, but it's an ugly game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the word pimping. You know what I'm saying? Like nah, man. True pimping women it's a disgusting, just gross,
Yeah, crazy thought
crazy
process.
thought process. Like you got to be a special kind of evil
Right.
to do that to a woman. When
Yeah.
you have a mother and you say you love your mother, man, you feel me? Like it's
Word.
like nah, bro.
Also, too, like, man, there's a movie I need to watch it. I need to find this movie, but it also, like, there's people out there that just accidentally became addicts.
Yes,
You know?
yeah,
Like, there's a movie
Yeah.
out there where it was talking about, like, this. I don't know the whole movie or anything, but
Yeah.
I know that he got a back injury. The
Yes.
doctor said, hey, you can take this meds.
Yes.
He wasn't aware. You know, that's why I say look up everything, question everything.
yeah.
But, you know, he took this meds and boom.
Yeah, and it
Nice.
starts with like a Hydro 5,
Yeah.
and then you start
Or a
feeling a
perk.
little perk. You know, you start feeling that little. Ooh, I feel good. This makes me feel
Yeah,
real
yeah.
good.
I got it from a doctor, so it shouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, next thing you know, you 8 years into addiction. I know because I was addicted
Yeah.
to opiates. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was addicted to opiates, man.
And then you're on
like
you're on
9
the
years
side of the
straight.
street asking for money, and you're like,
Yeah.
man, how the fuck did I get here?
For real, dog.
Just
Like,
real.
bro.
Real.
And
Just
so,
broken. You're just a wreck.
yeah, you
know?
don't know. You don't know the people's
Just- yeah,
lives and
yeah.
like what's been going on,
And
like
so
how.
to just automatically judge them and think that they just did bad stuff their whole life, man, like nah, man, like that's why they ended up there. Like, no, that's not the case. Honestly, for majority of the cases, that's not the case.
Now, also mental
Yeah.
mental disorders
Mental health,
and stuff,
yeah.
bro. You know how many fucking how many people I know that like just didn't have enough money to fill their prescription for like their bipolar disorder, or schizophrenia,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
the next day they just fucking snap,
They
and then
spaz out, end up in prison.
they're
you know what I mean?
they're 20, they're 25, they're 26, probably don't have any family.
Yeah.
They're by themselves and they're off their rocker, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
who's gonna take care of them?
Yeah.
There's people
Yeah.
on like Randall County mugshots and all these
bro.
places that like I'm like, this guy has an issue,
Yeah.
an underlying issue and
Yeah.
he's getting arrested, and people
Yeah.
are seeing that he's like, oh, and
then they
the
go
guy's
to-
always
they go
in.
to
It's
the-
like, bro, he has a
They go to the
mental
mugshot page.
problem.
Yeah. They go to the mugshot page and they just start talking all that mess, trying to be cute in the comments, trying to be funny in the comments, man. Like, you know,
And this person is struggling, dog.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
you don't know what made him
Nobody
get there.
cares about his
Yeah.
his prescription, when he's
Yeah.
supposed to take it, how he's supposed to take it, where
Yeah.
he's living, when was the last time he ate,
Yeah.
and you're
Yeah.
talking about like, oh, this guy's in here every day. It feels like this guy's crazy, like fuck it, fuck this, fuck that. And I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, he's in here because there's nobody here that will help him for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all are
for
trying
real.
to get y'all's money, and he's just a number.
Yeah.
And that's all it is in
Yeah.
this world here.
Yeah. Money and numbers, man. And once again, that's why you got to question everything.
I think that's what we got out of this
Yeah.
podcast. Just question everything, bro.
question everything, man. Question everything. I don't care, you know what I'm saying, what it is. Just like question everything. If you got any kind of doubt in your mind, question everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with asking questions. The dumbest question is the one that was never asked.
That's bar. That's
You know
bar
what
right
I'm
there. That's bar.
Yeah, dog.
So you got the podcast still going?
Yes.
The mission.
Yes.
I'm gonna be on it
Yes,
January 6th, right?
I believe so. Yes,
Crazy.
January 6th.
What the hell?
Yeah.
How did we figure that one out?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I was on there a couple times, like two
Yeah.
times, I think.
Yeah.
2 times I was on the Where You At.
Yes.
So I'm excited to do the mission.
Yes.
So we're gonna do that. When was the last time I was it wasn't this year, was it?
Nah, I think it was last year, bro, because I took almost like a whole year off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got my hernia fixed. I got my sleep stuff fixed and everything, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. We'll figure it out.
Let's
It's
get
a
it,
fun time
dog.
whenever I go on there, bro. Because
Yes.
I get into some personal stuff. 'Cause
Yes.
I feel like that's a place where I can go and
Yeah.
talk about.
And,
like-
and that's just what we wanted to establish. That's what I'm saying. Just like a safe space, man, where you can just be yourself, lay it all out. Sometimes, man, you just got to get some stuff off your chest, and boom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
And
good.
then you're doing you produce.
Yes. So I engineer music. I rap. You know what I'm saying? We're doing a Christian hip hop thing. Not like other Christian hip hop artists though, man, because they man, there's some goofy stuff going on out there, bro. And I'm just like, nah, y'all doing too much, man.
I don't feel it.
Yeah, it's just like y'all just gotta be yourselves, man. Be who you are in Christ, and that's just what it is, you know. But yeah, man. So, man, and really, honestly, bro, we just kind of do it out of worship for God, man. And you know, if God elevates it someday, cool. If not, man, we gonna still continue doing what we do, man. But
Right.
really, we just kind of use it as a fishing line. You know what I'm saying? This is how we go out. You know what I'm saying? Because if you focus too much on a fishing lure, you'll miss the fish. You know what I mean? And so, like, yeah, man, you know, this is kind of a method for us to go out there and preach, man, and just, you know, show folks love, man.
Right.
Yeah, man, for real.
A few things I want to say before we get out of here.
Yeah.
Just keep Dalton Silent, a.k.a.
Yes.
Silent. Y'all know him as Silent on the pod. He's been a huge member on Moshcast. His family, they're going through a lot right now, especially
Yes.
in this holiday time. It's super, super difficult.
Yes.
And if y'all know Silent, man, like, he needs all the thoughts and prayers. You know, just keep him going. You know, hit him up. You know, we're just going to be there for him. It's just something that has to. It's a season. You know what I'm saying? I really can't say much about that. It's just it is what it is, and we're gonna be there for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been kind of vocal about something that has been happening in my life here on the pod. I haven't said any names. I haven't said where or who or why or how. But y'all know that something has happened in my life a few years back that has been very dramatic and with a family member of mine. And we've been trying to fight it moving forward, you know, and like trying to figure out how we can work this out, and a lot of like the law and like the filing and all that stuff and blase. Well, Monday we got a meeting. They had a meeting. They figured it out. Yesterday they filed for, today would have been, it dropped. Today was the day a warrant had been thrown out there. So we're almost there.
Yes.
We're figuring it out, and
Yes.
once everything goes the way it goes, you know, God willing, and
Yes.
positivity,
Yes.
justice will be served. And
That's right.
That's all I've been. That's all I've
Yes.
been
Yes.
looking forward to. Is just like whatever may happen in this, let there be closure or let there be justice.
Yes.
You know.
Oh yeah,
And-
justice will be served, and everything done in the dark will come to light.
Yeah,
Man.
so that's what I've been hoping for, and I know that y'all been like wondering what, you know, it'll come out,
Yes.
and y'all will know, but we're just kind of keep it on the wraps until it does, and
Yeah.
I just want to keep y'all informed and everything. But Angel, where can they find you?
Man, y'all can find me youtube.com Mission Music Ministries. Y'all find me on Facebook, Angel Ray, ANGELREY. Look up the On the Mission Facebook page, Mission Music Ministries, man. You know, we're God centered, but we're for the people, man. Like for real, man. We really just want to show some love, man. And yeah, man, y'all check us out on the socials, man. We got music on Amazon, Spotify, you know, all the platforms, all that good stuff. Once again, you know, Mission Music Ministries, look, Angel Ray, you know, shout out my boy Jay Tone, my brother Kez Walton, you know what I'm saying? My brother Loke G, Joel, man, you know, if y'all know us from back in the Third Coast days, man. So, you know, we've been doing it for a minute, man. But yeah, man, y'all check us out, man. Much love. You know, shout out to Warrior Garden Studios, man. Shout out to my bro. You know what I'm saying? The Almighty Sai. You know what I mean? Thanks for having us, bro, man.
Oh, yeah.
For real.
Appreciate it. And
For
it
real.
was really good.
Yes.
I'm glad that we got really good
Heck
stuff,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, man.
Heck yeah.
No doubt.
We'll see y'all next week. Peace out.
Peace. Bitch hard, man.